students, today we discuss about simple loop and nested loops in Java. Loops are iterative statements that allow set of instructions to be executed again and again, that is repeatedly, until certain conditions are fulfilled. Java supports mainly three types of loop constructs. They are for loop, while loop and do while loop, in which for loop and while loop are entry controlled loop, whereas do while loop is termed as exit controlled loop. In entry controlled loop, that is in for loop and while loop, loop statements will be executed only when the condition is true. That is, during the entry time itself, entry is restricted. That is, if condition is true, then only entry will be allowed. Whereas in exit controlled loop, that is in do while loop, first statements will get executed. That is, loop body will be executed first. Then after the execution of loop statements only, condition will be checked. Which means even if your condition evaluates to be false, at least once you will get your loop statements executed. Every loop statement consists of four parts. That is initialization part, test expression, updation and body of the loop. So initialization means it is the initialization or assignment of starting value to the loop variable. We can say initialization means assigning starting value for the loop variable. Test expression means this is the condition which decides whether the loop will execute or not, which means always this will be a Boolean expression. If this expression evaluates to be true, which means Boolean value 1, then of course body of the loop will be executed. If this test expression or condition which we are giving is wrong, then we cannot execute the loop statements. That is, loop body will not execute even once. Now, the third part of every loop will be updation statement. Updation can be incrementation as well as it can be decrementation also. And here comes the body of loop which executes repeatedly until the condition is true. So I repeat, parts of loops are initialization, test expression, updation and body of the loop. Here is an example for loop. Or you can see the first part of the loop, that is initialization section. Here I have initialized a loop variable, that is I, with the value 1. The value 1 will be assigned to the loop variable I. And second part you can see here I mentioned the condition. So this condition will decide how many times the loop body should execute. So this is the loop body. This is the updation section. Here I have given incrementations, that is value will be increased, and this is the main part of the loop, that is test expression. So this test expression, condition will decide how many times the loop body should execute. So after initialization, condition will be checked. When there is only a single statement in your loop body, either you can include this curly braces or you can exclude it. But it is compulsory to include this curly braces when there are more than one statements inside the loop. So now we can check the output. Here value of I is 1. So initialization taken place first. Then we move to checking of the condition, test expression. So we check the condition, that is whether 1 less than or equal to 10. Our condition is true. When our condition is true, our loop body will get execute, that is value of I, which is 1, will execute, will be printed, 1 will be printed. Now soon after execution of loop body, we will update to the loop variable, which means I++, that is I will be 1 plus 1, which is 2. Again we check the condition whether 2 less than or equal to 10. Our condition is true, so what happens? Loop body will execute. Thereby we will get the next output 2 in the next line, because we have given ln here. Ln stands for new line. So every output will be printed in new line. And again see, after execution of loop body, updation takes place, which is 2 plus 1. And here you check the condition 3 less than or equal to 10. Condition evaluates to be true, as condition is true, you will get the output 3. So it will go on till you get the value of I as 10. When you get the condition 10 less than or equal to 10, again your condition is true. So till 10 you will get the output. And after the execution of loop body, that is current value of I is 10, after the execution of this loop body, your loop variable I, which is 10, will be incremented to 11. And after incrementation, we know condition checking will take place. So here you can see you are checking whether 11 less than or equal to 10. So here your condition evaluates to be false, a boolean value false. When your condition is false, your loop body will get terminated. So in this example, we can see that the value of I starts printing from 1 till 10. That is 10 times our loop body gets executed. Hence, it is clear that instead of writing the statements 10 times, we will get the output in a single statement. Now let's take a look into various loop variations. Here we can see we have given initialization first, that is two variables we have initialized here. Variable I with the value 7 and variable sum with the value 0. And you can see both initializations are separated with a comma. And after this initialization section, you can see a semicolon, which shows initialization part is over. And here we have given a condition. Here our condition is value of I should be greater than or equal to 5. And you have given a semicolon afterwards, which shows that condition expression is over. Now here comes the updation section, and you can see that the variable I and variable sum is updated here. Here value of I is getting decremented by 1, whereas value of sum is incremented by 1. And here also you can see a comma which separates both updations, and no semicolon is given after updation section. And here you can see only one loop body is present, that is why we omitted curly brace. And here you are asking to print the value of sum. So we can go through the output. Here value of I is 7, whereas value of sum equal to 0. Here you mentioned only one condition, so your loop variable is I. So the condition I greater than or equal to 5 is true. So when statement is true, what happens? Loop body will execute, that is value of sum will execute. So value of sum is 0 initially. And after the execution of loop body, we will move to updation statement. So what are the updations taking place? I will become 6 because we have given decrementation, and value of sum will be incremented as 1. Again, after updation directly we are moving to condition checking section. So our condition is 6 greater than or equal to 5, which is true. So value of sum executes, that is 1. Again goes to updation section after the execution of loop body, that is value of I will be 5 and value of sum will be 2. So since we have given equal to here, this condition is true. So when condition is true, we will get the output sum equal to 2. And now you can see value of I again decremented. So sum equal to 2 executed, and thereafter we are moving to updation section, and you can see value of I becomes 4 and value of sum becomes 3. And after updation we are moving to condition checking section. So our condition 4 greater than or equal to 5 evaluates to be false, hence our loop terminates. So we are allowed to give multiple initialization statements and multiple updation statements in a single for loop. So the first variations of for loop is over. Now see another example. Here I mentioned the initialization section outside the loop, and here I have given just a semicolon only. And here you can see I have given test condition, and after test condition you can see a semicolon. And you can see inside the body of the loop I mentioned the updation section. So the 4 parts needed for a loop is there, that is initialization section. Then after that what will come? Condition checking section, updation section and body of the loop is there. So only change what I made is I changed the position of initialization section and updation section. But you can see that all these parts are compulsory, we cannot omit. So these are the variations allowed in a for loop. Now can we give one loop inside another loop? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible, and that concept is known as nested loop. So nested loop means giving one loop inside another loop body. So of course there will be two or more loops in a nested loops. Now let's see nested loops in detail. So this is an example for nested loop. Here you can see two loops I have given together, one for loop inside another loop. And the outermost loop can be termed as outer loop, and the loop which is coming inside the outer loop is termed as inner loop. And here you can see I have given the count 5 for row. So this count will decide, outer loop's condition will decide how many times, in which way your output should be printed. If you want, you can give a while loop also inside for loop. Look at this particular number pattern. It is quite interesting, isn't it? It is clear that here we have used 5 columns. First column, second column, third column, fourth column and fifth column. And 5 rows are there. First row, second row, third row, fourth row and fifth row. So it is a combination of a row and a column. So it is clear that we have to use 2 loops for controlling both row and column. So let's explain this number pattern through a nested loop. So let's see the execution of this program code. We have initialized a variable I with the value 1, and our condition is value 1 should be less than or equal to 5. So it is clear that 5 times your outer loop will execute. So when our outer loop's condition is true, inner loop starts execution. So here we can see system.out.print, and this statement belongs to inner loop. And here you can see the curly brace, which means this statement is no longer valid when your loop gets terminated. So we have initialized our loop variable with 1. This is our outer loop variable. I represents the outer loop variable. And here our condition is I should be less than or equal to row count, which is 5. Now when the condition evaluates to be true, what happens? Loop body will execute. Here instead of normal Java statements, our loop body is a loop itself. Okay, so when this condition is true, this loop will execute repeatedly. Now let's see, j will be initialized with the value 1, and our condition is j, which is 1, should be less than or equal to 1, which is true, as we have mentioned equal to also. When condition is true, what happened? Value of I will be printed, which is 1. Outer loop variable 1 is printed, and after that a space is also there. So after executing the loop body, of course loop variable will get updated and j will become 2. So when j is 2, obviously our condition becomes false, which means only inner loop will get terminated. Still outer loop is working, which means after the execution of loop body, updation will take place. So here outer loop variable, which is I, will be incremented to 2, and now your condition becomes 2 less than or equal to 5. Again your condition is true. So when condition is true, of course loop body will get executed, which means again we will start with the value 1 for the variable j. You can see that it was 2 previously, but now again we are starting from 1. So now our loop variable j, inner loop variable j, starts from 1 itself, then again checking with the 1 less than or equal to current value of I, which is 2. 1 less than or equal to 2 condition is true. So when condition is true, what happened? Value of I printed, which is 2, so you got the value 2. Now why it is printed in next line? After this inner loop gets terminated, this statement will execute system.out.println. So normally the cursor will be moved to the next line, and then only we are executing the updation section. So the second time when value of j is 2, next 2 will be printed in the same line where we have provided the space. Now our loop variable j will be updated as 3. So which is our next condition? 3 less than or equal to 2. So which is false. When inner loop condition terminates, what happens? It will move our cursor to next line. So due to this println statement, cursor is now set here. Now after executing this statement, again updation takes place, which means I was 2, now I will be 3. And your condition 3 less than or equal to 5 condition becomes true. When condition is true, of course, loop body executes. Again, loop body inner loop variable will starts with the beginning value, and you are checking the condition 1 less than or equal to 3, which is true. When condition is true, value of I, which is 3, will be printed here. Again, next case, value j gets incremented and j will be 2. 2 less than or equal to 3, condition is true. Again, our loop body will get executed, which means again you will get a 3, because you can see the value of I is constant, only value of j is getting varied. So you again got the constant value, and after that again a space. Now again variable j got updated, j is 3 now, 3 less than or equal to 3, again condition is true, and when condition is true, again loop body executes, thereby you will get a 3, and after that a space is there. Now when condition j equal to 4, then at that case your loop will get a break. Loop terminates and the statement will execute. So your cursor will be moved to next line. Similarly, you try with the value 4 and value 5 and you will get such a pattern. Now you can see here that when I equal to 5, condition is true because we have given equal to also, but when I becomes 6, our loop terminates. Both inner loop and outer loop both terminates, and at the end you will get such a pattern. Now let us execute these programs on BlueJ IDE. As every Java programs are based on class concept, a valid Java identifier should be given as a class name, which means the class name should not begin with a digit. It can be of any length and it can contain alphabets, digits, underscore, symbol or $sign. An editor window will be opened for class, and you can start typing the program by deleting the skeleton code available. In the previous example, we have used a fixed value for the variable row, which was 5. In this program, we are accepting value from users through scanner class. So in order to use scanner class in our program, we have to import the util package from Java library. Is one of the simplest way to get user input, as it supports various predefined functions. So here we are accepting a numeric value, so which will be provided by nextInt function of scanner class. In order to use nextInt function, we have to first of all create an object for scanner class, which is sc in our current example. Through the statement sc.nextInt, we are accepting value from user, and the value which is given by user is assigned to the variable rows. Java is case sensitive. It is compulsory to give beginning letter of scanner class in uppercase. Also, you might have noticed that in the function nextInt, I is given in uppercase. Soon after compiling the program, a double slash can be seen at the right bottom corner of class icon. Right click on the class icon and method named pattern is available. User have to select that method. The user is asked to enter a value for row, which is 5 here, and here is your output. Hope this video helped you to learn the basic concepts of simple loop and nested loop. Thank you.